Welcome to Firearms of America. Today I'm back here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida, and I am very excited for a few reasons. First of all, I'm finally out of my sickness. Been sick for 2 weeks, so this is my very first review after sickness. I'm very happy to finally be back here at the shooting range and do some shooting. I missed it. And the second reason why I am excited is because I finally have something that I wanted to review for a while. This is a 1911, but not just a regular 1911. This is a 1911 from Tisas. And if you're familiar with Tisas, I have reviewed a few pistols from Tisas. Zig M was one of the most recent ones. And they're a Turkish brand, great manufacturer. They make some really good stuff. And this is their 1911. Yes, M1911. And as you can see, this looks beautiful. Now the owner put some compensator here at the front. Shouldn't really be much of a difference with the compensator, to be honest, more for the cool looks of it. But let's do some shooting and see what it can do. Now this 1911 has your standard 1911 specs. It's first of all, it's 45 ACP, all right, 5-inch barrel, and we have the 8-round capacity magazine with some nice windows over there, your standard 1911 magazine. Let's put some 5 rounds through it and see how it handles the recoil. Got 3, 4, and 5. Now honestly, before I got into reviewing some stuff from Turkey, I didn't really expect much from them, but Tisas been amazing. The Chanik has been absolutely amazing. The last pistol, the TPX that I shot, was absolutely phenomenal for the price what you're getting. And of course, if you watched, if you have been subscribed to my channel, you know that I review a lot of Garaysar stuff, which is also the Turkish brand. It's the semi-automatic shotguns. Well, so far everything I reviewed was semi-automatic, but absolutely phenomenal quality shotguns, and again, great value for everything you're getting. So I expect nothing less from this Zig, right? Zig M1911. Let's do some shooting, see what it can do. All right, so let's see. I'll start with that yellow circle in the very center right there. It's, looks untouched. Now the slide is a little bit on the tighter side, which tells me that the spring is a little bit on the tighter side. We'll see. Should be a plus to handling the recoil. Now let's see if I still got it. Still got some shooting skills in me. Got a little bit of a jam over here. Let me clear that, and the last round, put it back in. All right, I do like the slide release, pretty good. All right, and not a single miss there. Pretty good. So let's start from the very beginning. Let's start from the grip. Probably you noticed never had a 1911 with wooden grip yet, and I absolutely love it. Now it does not really add anything to aggression. Obviously it's very slippery, not really a huge deal because of the weight, because of the size, the barrel and everything. It works with the 45 ACP just fine without any problems, but it does add a lot to the looks of it. Just look how nice and classic it looks. Now going to the back of the grip, we do have a little bit of aggression here, and as you can see, this side is sort of a little bit extended, which adds a little bit more size to the grip overall. The front, there is nothing. It's very soft and slippery. Keep that in mind. Now we have our mag release. Mag release is not ambidextrous, all right, but it's your standard 1911 mag release. Works very well, very easy to operate. All right. Now getting into the slide, like I said, the slide is it is definitely on the tighter slide, and the spring is definitely on the tighter side, and the slide itself, as you can see, the construction is built very nice and tight. Like there's practically no play here at all, and it's honestly it's very impressive considering how much these things retail for the price. I think that's really an amazing build quality, to be honest. Now the slide release, already said, works very well. Definitely one hand operation here. Now my fingers are a little bit too short to perform it as graciously as it could be. Can't. But going back to the grip, we have our viewer tail safety, your standard safety, 1911 safety, without pressing, which you won't be able to press the trigger. All right. Now, as you can see, the hammer here is a little bit of different. I do like it, kind of. Very nice, very intuitive. We do have our thumb safety, which is not ambidextrous, as you can see. But the thumb safety, it does have a nice pedal to it if you are using it as a part of your grip. Definitely pretty good. Now let's put some 5 more rounds through this pistol. I'll try to touch up on that orange at the very top right there, and then we will talk about some sights, and then we'll talk about some trigger, because all of that stuff is pretty good. Now overall, so far, this 1911 does feel a little bit different compared to the previous 1911, the standard 1911s that I shot so far on this channel. The stuff from 6 Hour, stuff from American, what was it? Amigo, that sort of stuff, and then some high end from Xfinity, the Xfinity Firearms, Infinity, not Xfinity, and what else is there? STI, SVI. So this does feel a little bit different. The grip feels a little bit differently shaped. The beaver tail safety is a little bit different. The hammer is a little bit different. However, the sides are a little bit different too. I do like them. But let's do some shooting, and we will come back to the sights, and we'll come back to the trigger. All right, let's see. Got that. Got that. And perfect. Got no jams this time. I have to say this gun is very, very, very accurate. And it makes me a better shooter for sure. Definitely. That's a pretty good group right there. This definitely makes me a better shooter than I actually am. All right, so let's talk about the sights now. The sights definitely contribute to making you a better shooter. As you can see here, they are very low profile sights, and just your standard 3-dot. Nothing crazy over here, but I do like them. They're very simple to acquire a target with, and there isn't really any kind of stuff going on, anything unnecessary that kind of distracts you from what you are doing, right? Just your standard 3-post size, nothing crazy. And because they're so low profile, I think that definitely adds up to the accuracy. Now let's talk about the trigger. The trigger over here, overall, is pretty good. As you can see, you have about probably 1.5 millimeters, maybe 2 millimeters of familiar safe travels, all right? And then a very, very crisp break. Honestly, amazing trigger for the price. I mean, considering how much these things retail for, is phenomenal. Just take a look once again. So you have about 2 millimeters of familiar travel, and then a crisp break. So that trigger right here by itself definitely contributes to how accurate. This is why this gun is so accurate, because of the trigger, because of the sides, because of overall weight distribution and then the proportions. So let's do some 5 more rounds, and then we will try to come up with some more or less reasonable conclusion. Now, overall features, before I forget to mention that, let's see, nothing here, nothing here. We have our slide serrations on the back, as you can see, nothing on the front, keep that in mind, and nothing on the front of the trigger guard either, in case if you like that, and it's a little bit slippery here. And there is no accessory rail, in case if you want to put a flashlight or whatever. This is not the type, this is not the choice, all right? So, let's put some 5 more rounds, and well, since we're doing the touch up on all of these little circles, I guess I'll finish up with that white one, because that's the only one that's left there. Alrighty, let's see. I'll knock over the camera. Bam. And bullseye. Yes. Alright. I have to say, I am very impressed with this 1911 pistol. Honestly, it could easily compare to some really high-end stuff that I have reviewed on this channel. And considering for how much it goes, considering for how much it retails, I mean, this is just unbelievable quality, unbelievable looks, and the accuracy overall. And I mean that the features, the only thing I would say I'm not a huge fan of is the slide itself, because it is on the tighter side, and I'm honestly not a fan of tighter slides whenever it comes to racking, not whenever it comes to the overall build, but whenever it comes to racking, I do prefer lighter spring slides. Now, they tend obviously to have a little bit more recoil because the spring is lighter, so there's less energy absorption. But with this, you do get a better energy absorption, but it's tighter. Now, it's really a matter of personal preference. Some people like it this way, some people like it that way. I prefer to have a lighter slide. So this is really the only thing. But everything else, absolutely great. I mean, the trigger is phenomenal. The sides, probably, I would say the top 3 sides of everything that I reviewed whenever it comes to 1911s on this channel. The beaver tail safety works great. The grip could use a little bit more aggression, but really it's not that big of a deal. I think it works with the dimensions. It definitely works very well. Honestly, with this wooden grip right here, I would maybe play around with some laser engraving. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna offer to the owner to put some engravings, some laser engravings from this grip, just because you know, why not? So overall, phenomenal gun. Zig M 1911. Tisas didn't let us down again, as always. Great stuff coming from Turkey. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think about this pistol right here? What do you think about this review in general? If you have any requests, you can drop them in the comments below, and I will be happy to address them. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.